Welcome back to the channel. I got a bit of a supercut here, picked up a lot of activity over the last couple of weeks, so I've really condensed these videos down just to show how many animals are moving through this area. Towards the end of this video, I've got a little bit of hunting footage from my last trip out. He's getting down on those berry bushes. I've learned so much about animal behavior from having these game cams out. It's really been a bit of a game changer. I hope it's been helpful to anybody that might be watching this as well. It's almost impossible to pattern these bears, at least in my experience. One thing that I have noted is that in the mid to late months of July and then early part of August, they'll move through the same area repeatedly. And it's almost like these guys just know hunting season is around the corner and they kind of start to disappear. I'm a bit curious if this bear is just obsessed with the smell of the other bears or if there's something else that he's picking up on. But as you can see, he spent a good amount of time sniffing out the area. I can't get over the size of this bear. I mean, he's just a big, fat, old, burly bear. When they have to stop to catch their breath, you know you got a good-sized bear. Gator's still around. This is the first deer I've seen on this cam this year. In past years, I've seen a lot of deer activity, but I think the uptick in bears has kind of pushed them out of this spot. One of the downsides of running game cams is that you get to play the hindsight game. The next bit of footage was taken on the 30th. I was hunting on this day. I just happened to be at my other spot, so unfortunately picked the wrong spot. These next few clips are kind of cool. This is the California Saw-whet owl. It gets its name from the call that it makes. I've never heard its call, but I have seen these owls out there. These are the smallest owls in North America. Their diet primarily consists of small rodents and insects. It looks like this guy's probably hunting insects. Here's another good-looking coyote. I tried to call these guys in. They always hang out in the valley below this area, but I haven't had success in bringing them up. I believe based on the color of that tail that this is a Cooper's hawk. Now this got me super excited. I have found what I thought to be lion scat in the past, but I've never seen one on camera until now. Here's a red-tailed hawk. Haven't seen that bachelor group on camera again. I think it's very likely that the presence of that lion has forced them to move on. The does are still hanging around and a few bucks solo here and there. This little spike is still hanging out with the does. There's that big cinnamon fatty again, huffing and puffing on the trail. I think this is a new bear. I don't believe this is Robert Paulson. He's a good sized bear. Huge block head. I haven't picked him up during the day. I would like to see more in depth what color his coat is. Here he is again. I really think this is a new bear. The shape of his head does not look like any of the bears I've seen before. He's already tagged, so he must have been causing trouble in town. Wide chest, big head, long claws. I mean, this is a shooter bear. Here's Gator again, rolling through one day before I was sitting on the spot. Split ear's still around, but haven't seen the 4x4. Not my original idea. I saw this somewhere on YouTube, but I thought it was pretty genius. And I think I need to get a new gall, maybe one with an external reed, because the spit builds up in there and then it'll stop working. Flies are out. I always come out when the sun comes out. Two beer bombs, a lot of calling, and nothing's come through. Spoon's done. Once the spoon's done, I situation. This entire hillside that I'm on is unglassable. There's so many animals moving through this corridor here, but sitting like this is not my favorite kind of hunting, that's for sure. My mind is constantly like, just leave. There's nothing coming. Like, you don't need to stay the night. You don't need to come back in the morning. When you don't see anything for hours and hours and hours and hours, it's tough to continue to motivate yourself to sit. I always try to stay positive. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard. If anyone watching this has found success using bear bombs, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear about it. I've tried, I think, 8 different occasions, and at this point I feel like I'm just wasting my money on these things. That's it. That's archery bear season for me. But I still got till December. Hopefully I can still make it happen. Still got several more months of chasing bears around.